Yeah.
Hey you guys, long time no see, but as you guys can tell, I am back. I'm ready to start my videos again. It's your girl Ebonique Luxe, and I'm ready to get back to the swing of things. And as you guys can see, there is a new addition. Baby girl is here, my Nailani. Her name is Nailani Dream. And as you all may know from my previous videos, I took a little hiatus. Hot girl got pregnant, and my pregnancy was just a lot for me. So my videos stopped for the entire duration of my pregnancy. Besides, I think that one video that y'all seen. So like I said, I'm just ready to get back into the swing of things. And this particular video is going to be about my labor and delivery, how I induce my own labor at home, because your girl was over it, okay? Over it. And I don't have a full video of my labor and delivery because I wanted to make the video, but her dad just wasn't with it. It was just an intimate moment for us. He just didn't want that to be recorded and put out there for the world to see. So, of course, I'm going to respect my baby forever wishes. So, I just did not record that. But I do have some clips. You don't really see me giving birth, but you definitely hear me. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this vlog. Or, it's not a vlog. This video. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Yeah. You ready to make a video? Okay, so like I previously said, this vlog is going to be about how I induce my own labor at home and how my labor and delivery went. This pregnancy and my labor and delivery was completely different from my other two. No, I will not be having any more kids. This is it. I'm getting my tubes tied as soon as they let me get my tubes tied. They're not doing tubules right now because of COVID, but as soon as they open back up, your girl's in there like swimwear. So here she is, my beautiful baby girl. Her is wide awake, and her is a little spoiled butt. Say, here I am. This is me. Say hello. And like I said before, her name is Nailani Dream. I chose to go with that name because my other kids' names start with Nay. So my son is Nathan, my daughter is Navy, and this is my little Nailani. This is my little Nailani poo. So first things first, she's spoiled, so I'm gonna try to put her down, but I'm sure she's gonna cry. I'm about to pick her back up. I'm probably have to hold her this whole video. Let's see. Look. I didn't even get her all the way down. Okay, so not putting her down. Come on, Choop. Come on, my poo-poo. Yeah, Mama gonna hold that baby. Mama gonna hold her baby, yeah. I know. So first things first, let's go pretty much in order from how I induce and then my labor and delivery. So how I induced my labor was, or let me tell you how it started. So my due date was March 2nd. And that weekend, I started having contractions. They weren't, 5 to 3 minutes apart, however they tell you they want to be. It was very sporadic. It wasn't that painful. I was not in a lot of pain, but I was just like, this is it, let's go. And so that was probably on Friday. And then on Saturday, they ended up getting close together and they got more painful. So I was like, okay, it's time to go. Let's do this. And then I did it slow down. So I was like, let me just wait a little bit longer, because with my oldest daughter, my 6-year-old, it was kind of the same way. And then I went to the hospital and they was like, oh, you're not in labor, and they sent me home. And I'm like, I'm not trying to get sent home. Like, when I go to the hospital, I want to come out with a baby. Like, I'm not trying to get sent home. I was so tired of being pregnant. Like my pelvic bone hurt so bad. My vagina hurt so bad. I could hardly fucking walk. It was just painful. Like, not the contractions, but my body was just in pain. So that was Friday. So I was like, okay, let me hold on. Mind you, her due date was the 2nd, which was a Tuesday. So, and that was Friday. So then Saturday comes along, and I'm just like, you know, still having contractions, not too painful, very sporadic. Like, sometimes they'll be an hour apart, and stuff like that. So I was just really trying to relax and take it easy. So then, that's Sunday. But then Sunday night around, hey, that's my son. They outside. I'm looking at them through the window. So Sunday night, they kind of got close together, and it was painful enough for me to say something to Junior, like, yeah, we should go ahead and head off, get the kids situated. So I called my parents, got my kids situated with them. Mind you, they live an hour away, so that take a long time anyway, but my stepdad came and got them. So they got situated. We went to the hospital. I was in labor. They told me that I was definitely in labor. You know, they had my contractions going on the screen or whatever. What? Okay, come on. You want to get up? Okay. Hold Jay. So yeah, I was definitely in labor on Sunday. And so they end up keeping me. And so I think I checked into the hospital around maybe like 9, maybe like 8 or 9-ish that night on Sunday. And so they checked me in. I had a room. I was in my room. Like, me and Junior was ready. We was like, oh yeah, we're finna have us a baby tonight. Like, it's over with. I'm finna be done. Then, girl, like, maybe like 1:30 in the morning, my labor stopped. Like, no more contractions, nothing. So they like, okay, well, Miss Champion, we just gonna send you home. You know, you're not having contractions anymore. You're not in labor anymore. Yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, hell, how I start labor, but it go away? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? What is this fucking deal? Like, I want this baby out of me. And so they were like, well, we can do a C-section. And I really did not want a C-section. Like, C-section was not an option for me. Like, y'all is not cutting me open. So then my midwife came in, and she was just like, well, we can try these things. Like, they stripped my membranes, and then that didn't work. And then she told me, like, well, because you previously had a C-section, you can't do the midwife's brew. You can't take the castor oil. And it was like a bunch of stuff she said that I couldn't do. And I'm like, my son is almost 10 years old. Like, I had a freaking C-section almost 10 years ago, and then I went and had a VBAC with my daughter, which pretty much means I pushed my daughter out, and she's 6. And I'm like, and nothing went wrong. So she was like, you know, I just have to tell you that because you had a C-section previously, if you try any of these things, it softens the cervix or something, and it could soften your scar tissue and make that rip open again or something. And I was just like, okay. And so they ended up sending me home on Sunday. And so I was like, Junior, I gotta get this baby out of me. And so we just, when we went home on Sunday, I changed my clothes and everything. And then we went on a walk, and we walked for 2 hours. Like, we walked for 2 freaking hours. And then my contractions started up again that night. And then the next day was Monday, and I called my parents, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna come get the kids yet. I'm gonna try to induce my labor so that I can go ahead and have this baby, and I ain't got to drive back an hour down to y'all to drop the kids off again or whatever. So they was just like, okay. So after we did our little 2-hour walk, I was fed up. Like, my contractions had started again, but they was not getting more intense. They was not getting closer together. So I got on YouTube, and I looked up how to induce your labor at home. And what I came up with was doing the castor oil. Like, I'm gonna just have to do the castor oil. Hopefully nothing bad happens, and I'm just gonna have to pray about it. But this baby's coming out today. Like, she's coming up out of here. So that That was Monday night. So I had to wait until 7:30. No, that was Sunday night. So I had to wait till Monday morning. And so I had to wait till 7:30 in the morning for the stores to open up. And I went straight to Walgreens and I got the castor oil. And the video that I got this castor oil right here. You guys can see. So the video that I watched, the lady, she took that castor oil and she drank some, what she drank? She drank some orange juice with it. And I'm like, I'm going to do everything she did to a T. Like, I got to get this baby out of me. So I did, what'd I do? I think I did 2 tablespoons of the castor oil and I drank a whole bottle of orange juice or whatever. So I did that at about 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, when I did that, nothing happened immediately. I knew it was going to take like maybe an hour or so to kick in. But I'm like, I need to do everything. Like, I'm going to just do everything that I could think of to help get this baby out of me. So after I did the castor oil, I took a hot ass bath. I'm talking hot. Because I'm like, she going to be hot and she going to be ready to get the fuck out. So I took a hot ass bath. I sat in that for like an hour. Then I took a hot ass shower. And I laid down, got some rest for a little bit. Then it started raining real bad. So instead of taking a walk, I live on the 2nd floor. I walked up and down my stairs for an hour. I did squats at the end. When I got to the bottom of the steps, I did some squats. And then I kept walking up and down the stairs. And then when it stopped raining, I started walking around my apartment complex. And I was just back and forth doing that all day. So then probably, now mind you, this is all in the morning. I started this at 8 o'clock in the morning. So then I did all that, did my squats, did the walking, did the bath, did the shower, all that. So then I come in the house, I lay down. And I would say probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my contractions started again. But them hoes started to pick up. Like, them hoes started getting intense. They started to pick up. And so I'm like, okay. I told Junior, I'm like, oh, we having us a baby today. And so he was playing the game or whatever, because, one time for no action right then. So he was playing the game or whatever, and I'm just, feeling my contractions, making sure I'm timing them. I had downloaded the app or whatever. So I'm timing them, making sure they coming like they supposed to come, and they was coming up through there. And so probably by like 2:30, they was 3 to 5 minutes apart. Like, they was coming in quick, 3 to 5 minutes apart. They was painful as hell. It was to the point that I was in tears, but I was like, I gotta make sure they're gonna keep coming. So they stayed consistent. We got to the hospital probably around 3. Probably got to the hospital around 3:30ish. Then he's looking at me talk. Got to the hospital around 3:30ish. They checked me in, got me in a room. And because everything was moving so quickly, as soon as I got in, they checked me in, did all my paperwork. They gave me the pain medicine first, not the epidural. It's just like a pain medicine they gave me. It make you feel like kind of drunk. So they gave me that. And then we sat, and of course I was just in labor. Right after that, though, they gave me my epidural. So I was straight after that. Me and Julian was just getting some rest. And then, like I said, that was probably like 3:30 we got there. So by the time I got my epidural, let's just say it probably was like 5 o'clock. So then I got my epidural, and we was just laying there getting our rest, because I'm like, I know I need to sleep, because I'm going to push her out or whatever, and I want to make sure I got energy to do that. So then by 12:30, they come in like, okay, Miss Champion, you ready to push? I'm like, bet. Now, here's where shit gets crazy. So with my daughter, well, all my kids, I had epidurals. And so, of course, I got one with her. And the way the epidural is supposed to work is it's supposed to be a continuous drip in your back once they put it up in there. And so 12:30 is telling me to push, but I had told my nurse right when she told me we was going to start pushing. I'm like, I'm starting to feel my contractions again. Like, I'm starting to feel them. Like, they getting more and more painful. So I need you to, like, can you up my dosage? Like, what's going on with this epidural? Like, baby girl's not working. So she was like, oh, it's working. Like, she was reassuring me. She was like, oh, it's working. It's good. Like, yada, yada, yada. And with my daughter, with my 6-year-old, like, I got my epidural. Well, that one was kind of weird, too. Like, I ended up having to get 2 because the first time they gave me the epidural, it only numbed my left foot. And everything else I could feel. So they ended up having to come back and give me another epidural. And then it was fine. And then even when I pushed my daughter out, I did not feel nothing. I didn't feel no more contractions. I didn't feel her coming out. I didn't feel nothing. 3 pushes, shorty was out of there. So with her, I'm thinking it's gonna be the same thing. Like Twitter said, push. I'm like, shit, I'm probably gonna do another 3 little pushes, pop, 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 and she gonna slide up out of here. No, baby. So, like I said, I already told her, like, I'm starting to feel these contractions again. Like, what's up? Give me some more medicine. Like, give me the drugs. And she was like, oh, no, it's working. I can see, like, I can see that it's still in there. Everything's in there fine. It's in your back fine. Yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay. Like, okay. Like, okay, maybe it's going to kick in a little bit. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. So 12:30, I start pushing. When I tell you, it was like, I felt like I was doing nothing. Like, it felt like every time I would push, she would just go back up. Okay. So anyway, like I was saying, every time I would push, it just felt like she was going back up. So I was getting real, like, irritated, but they was just, oh, okay, you had a little burp up in there. Oh, why are you so unhappy? Okay, come go back night. So anyway, like I said, so every time I would push, I just felt like she was going back up, and I was just getting so irritated. So I'm like, yo, I don't think I'm doing anything. And they was just like, oh no, you're doing an amazing job. You're doing it so good, so good. And I'm like, okay, cool. So then I was pushing for an hour. And when I tell you, like, I felt all that shit, like, the whole time I'm telling the nurse, like, ma'am, I feel this. Like, what's going on with the epidural? And so, like, after an hour of me pushing, I just, like, at the end, I gave up. Like, once her head, I guess her head came out or something, I was like, sir, I cannot push no more. I can't. This shit hurt. I was like, it hurts. I can't. I don't have nothing left in me. Like, I don't know what we got to do, but I don't have it in me. And Junior said, when I told him that I could not do it anymore, he just was like, the doctor, like, kind of just pulled her out, and boom, Leilani was here. And I was so fucking relieved, because I'm like, I can't believe I was really pushing this baby for an hour. So I started pushing at 12:30, and she was born at 1:36 in the morning on her due date, March 2nd. And this shit was just wild for me, because I'm like, I cannot believe I felt a baby come out of my vagina. Like, I cannot believe I felt that shit. I can't believe the epidural wore off. I was just like, yo. And I'm like, why wasn't this nurse believing me? Like, I needed more epidural juice or something. Like, what the hell? But anyway, you know, I was very much relieved after I had her. But that's pretty much how it went. I induced my labor with the castor oil. Bim, right there. Make sure y'all get that. This does work. 2 tablespoons. I don't know if the Navy, what did I tell you about yelling? So I took 2 tablespoons of the castor oil, and I drank that bottle of orange juice. I don't know if the orange juice has anything to do with it. I just know the video that I seen, the girl drank orange juice, and she had her baby the same day too. So I did it. I just want to do everything to a T. Like, I was like, I want to make sure this baby get out of me today. So, yep, I took the castor oil, and then I did the hot bath, hot shower. I walked, and I did squats, and I walked up and down the stairs. And yeah, I had her the same day, relieved the same day. My labor started at 1 p.m. and I had her at 1:36 in the morning. And I'm just so happy she's here. I'm so happy I had her. Me and Junior are so in love with her. She gets all the kisses, all the hugs, all the love in the world. She's spoiled, as you can see. I had to hold her this whole video. And yeah, so now I'm just gonna insert the clip of, just a little clip of when I was in the labor and delivery room. You don't really see me, but you can definitely hear me. You definitely hear me say I'm done. Like, I quit. I can't push no more. So I'll just insert that clip here just so y'all can see it and hear what was going on in that room. And I initially was going to record my labor and delivery, but her dad did not want to do that. He didn't want that to be on YouTube. So of course I'm going to respect his wishes. That was just an intimate moment for us. So yeah, I did not record it. We just got, you know, this little clip right here or whatever. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for the few subscribers that I have gained. Even though I have not been making videos, I haven't been active. But here's one for y'all. I'm definitely ready to get back into the swing of things. So thank you guys for watching. And then, boom, here's this clip of the labor and delivery. Oh, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe too. Like, comment, subscribe. Because I'm definitely back in the game.
Exactly. The perfect history. Feel it? I see it. Ready? Deep breath in. 1, 2,
come on.
3,
Move that baby.
4,
That's right.
5,
Beautiful.
6,
Keep it coming.
7,
That's right.
8,
Don't stop.
9,
There we go. Look
10.
at that baby.
Good job. Deep breath.
Good.
Everything you
Do
got.
it again.
1,
Right away.
2,
Right away.
3,
Right away. Come on.
4, 5,
Good.
6,
Good.
7,
Good. We're seeing
8,
that baby now. That's right. That's right.
You feel it? Final stretch.
One more time.
1, 2,
Come on.
3,
4, Come on,
5,
baby's right there. Get that
6,
baby out. Come on.
7,
Here
8,
it comes. Here it comes.
You're doing so
Okay.
good.
All
All right.
right.
Oh,
Here we
36.
go.
36. You're
That's
doing
what we
good.
do.
You're
So
doing good.
much.
Push.
Just
Push.
like that baby.
Yes, you can.
Here
You
comes
are.
that baby.
Good
All
job.
right.
Happy birthday, baby. 136. 136.
There you
Did you call admission team or
Yeah,
not?
they're ready. Oh, happy birthday.
Well.
Good job.
Where's
Congratulations,
the shirt up
Mama.
here?
She's all the way out.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, she's out all right. She gonna get more out than this.
This is true. Look at that juicy cord.
Wow.
Yeah.
New cord.
Well, I haven't got to release her. Well, Dad's gonna come over here and release her. Let's see. Here you go. Right in between those two. There we go.
Shannon, baby.
Good job. Oh, no. Good job.
All right.
Oh.
Look at that. Woo. Here.
Good job. Good job, baby.
2:30. 2:30 in the back. Cord blood or no?
No, yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
Good job. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Don't quit your day job, Dr. Freeman.
Hey.
Congratulations. Oh, sweet baby girl. Hi. She is so cute.
We can start the postpartum session.
Yeah.